Anya, a 17-year-old female, stood at 164 centimeters tall and weighed 48 kg in outright beauty. Her lack of a distinct personality was in itself a kind of personality. She was a sophomore in high school. She wore a pale yellow button-down shirt, well-worn white jeans, and simple canvas shoes. Her features were pure and lovely, and her large eyes brimmed with the innocence of the whole world. Today was her boyfriend Ryan's birthday, and she wanted to surprise him. In the bag was a carefully selected fountain pen, an original work by a famous artist, expensive enough that she'd scrimped and saved for 2 months to afford it. Ryan was a year above her, a campus heartthrob and the dream guy of every younger schoolgirl. The moment she stepped inside, something felt off. A pair of red crystal high heels sat by the shoe cabinet. Scattered across the floor were a red shawl, a blouse, a short skirt, pantyhose, and a man's dress shirt, his trousers. A red piece of lingerie lay quietly on the man's pants, an obscene sight. From the bedroom came a woman's moans and a man's low grunts. A live show? If this weren't her boyfriend's place, Anya might have been tempted to linger outside the door and watch. The way this couple had rushed to fool around the second they walked in, the mess on the floor, the musky scent in the air, even if Anya had been naive, she knew exactly what was happening. "Ryan, do you love me?" The woman's coquettish voice dripped with seduction. "Sophie? Her good friend? She must have been playing too many video games lately, hallucinations, just hallucinations." "Of course I do, Sophie. You're amazing." Ryan's voice was laced with pleasure and contentment, and lewd sounds drifted over in waves. Anya stepped closer to the bedroom, one step at a time. The sounds grew clearer. The door was ajar, and standing there, she had a clear view of 2 tangled figures. Sophie's head was thrown back, her curly hair wild, her cheeks flushed, and moans spilled non-stop from her red lips. "Tell me, who's better in bed? Me or Anya?" Her voice, thick with desire, was extra seductive. Hey, can we not compare skills? Wait a few years, let me get some real experience, and then we can compete, okay?" "Obviously you," Ryan said. "Anya's so prude. We've been together a year, and the closest we've gotten is holding hands. She's a frigid beauty, totally unromantic. Nothing like you, baby, faster. TCH, your breath stinks so bad, only an idiot would let you kiss them. Damn, they're going at it hard. How the hell are they even holding that position? It's so acrobatic. Shit, how do you even do that?" Anya had to admire herself. She actually had the mind to analyze their positions at a time like this. Anya," Ryan spotted her. His brows furrowed, and he quickly grabbed the quilt to cover their bodies. "Anya." After a moment of embarrassment, Sophie got up calmly, completely unashamed of her nakedness. Her body was covered in scratch marks, a lewd sight. "She's got a hot body, definitely got what it takes to be a promiscuous woman," Anya thought to herself. Sophie tossed Ryan a set of clothes casually, then slipped on his shirt herself. Anya stayed calm. Though her face was pale, her eyes held a smile, pure, sweet. Her mom had told her, no matter what happens, always smile. It's the best disguise. "Anya, you saw it too. Ryan and I are together now. Step aside." Sophie hooked her arm around Ryan's waist in a coquettish manner, flaunting herself at Anya in a condescending, patronizing tone. Someone as shabby as Anya could never deserve a handsome, outstanding guy like Ryan. Only she, Sophie, was worthy of him. "Ryan, why?" Anya asked. "If you're gonna cheat, at least don't do it with someone in my inner circle. And this someone has a terrible reputation, she's a known flirt." Ryan let out a cold laugh, flicking his head. Contempt showed on his young, handsome face as he said haughtily, "Anya, I'll be honest. The only reason I chased you was because I made a bet with my buddies. Who knew you'd be so hard to get? Let's be real, look at you, no makeup, wearing this junk. Do you really think you're good enough for me? So what if she was pretty? Taking her out in public was embarrassing. I see, Anya nodded in understanding, then smiled sweetly. How much was the bet? 1 million yuan. You couldn't have won that bet without me. Split it with me, half for you, half for me. Anya's smile grew sweeter, and her eyes lit up like she was staring at piles of cash. Bullshit. Even if I lied, he'd never split it. What a cheapskate. Ryan's face turned livid. See? This woman is so vulgar, mention money, and her eyes light up. She's just a pretty face with no substance. Damn it. He was cheating on her right in front of her, and she was not only smiling but also asking about the bet money? Demanding a cut? What the hell is wrong with her? Sophie flew into a rage. Anya, have you no shame? Of course I do. At least if I had to sell my face, I'd get a higher price than you. Anya smiled sweetly. So stingy. Fine, don't split it then. Keep all the money to yourself, just don't get struck by lightning. As you wish. We're over. I wish you two a lifetime of bliss. Both Ryan and Sophie's faces turned ashen. Anya smiled, then turned and walked away without looking back. As lanterns lit up, City A came alive. A bar in the city's prime location buzzed with energy. On stage, a glamorous dancer twisted her snake-like waist with fluid grace. Her heavily made-up face was exquisitely beautiful, her eyes glistening like silk as she shot glances around, drawing cheers from the men below. Music thundered, and the rich aroma of alcohol filled the air. This was a place of wine, lust, and indulgence. At the bar, Anya downed one drink after another, her cheeks flushed. Ryan had cheated, they'd broken up, she'd acted like she didn't care, but deep down, there was a tiny, tiny ache. Really, just a tiny bit. Anya, come on, baby. Forget about the bad stuff. Drink more, drink up. Her stepsister Lily urged her to down more alcohol, slipping a pill into Anya's glass when she wasn't looking. Can you stop nagging in my ear? Let me be alone for a minute. Anya's voice was flat as she tilted her head back and finished her drink in one go. Bullshit. If I didn't need you to pay the bill, I'd never put up with your noise. After Anya's mom passed away, her stepmom had married her dad, bringing Lily along. Even though they'd lived together for 3 or 4 years, Anya and Lily had never gotten along. Lily's social circle was a mess, and she changed boyfriends faster than people turned pages. Anya had never liked her. But she was broke, she couldn't afford to get drunk alone, so she'd had to drag Lily along. Lily suppressed her anger. You little bitch, you'll regret this soon. When she saw Anya finish the spiked drink, she grinned triumphantly, asked the bartender to pour a few more glasses, then slipped into the darkness by the side door. What do you think? That's my sister, beautiful, right? 3 million yuan, no bargaining. Lily said cunningly to a sleazy-looking man. She owed a fortune in loan shark debt and couldn't pay it back, so she'd tricked Anya into coming to the bar to sell her to an underground trafficking ring to settle the debt. Good thing Anya had been stupid enough to get drunk over a breakup. Lily felt no guilt at all. Deal. The man stroked his fat chin, his eyes glinting with lust. What a prize. A girl like this could fetch 10 million yuan at the underground auction. Anya was tipsy, but not completely drunk. TCH, Ryan called her prude and boring? Fine, she'd show him just how fun she could be. Getting drunk over a loser like him was stupid, so stupid. Anya stood up, set down her glass, and stumbled forward in a daze. Suddenly, her foot twisted, and she lurched into a man's arms. He was young, maybe in his early 20s. His features were as perfect as if carved by a master, exquisitely handsome in an almost demonic way. He carried a natural elegance and nobility, but his eyes were so cold that they turned that elegance into near indifference. An elegant yet cold man. Ethan's cold eyes fell on the woman who'd thrown herself into his arms, and a look of disgust crossed his face. He hated women who threw themselves at him like this. But when his gaze met her eyes, suddenly, he froze. The entire world seemed to flood with bright, radiant color. Admit it, this is such a cheesy start. Let's just roll with it, hee hee, trust me, the story will be amazing.